Hi everyone, this is Anaitic, the Shoujo Nut, and today I am here with my dear friend UsachiiChan, and
Hello.
yes, there she is. This is probably our first collab on anything like this, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Because we collab before, when it comes to music stuff, like covers and stuff in our other channel, but nothing like this.
Yeah, but yep, this is new for both of us, pretty much, isn't it? I guess
Yeah.
you've done a few. You've done a lot of different things on your channel.
I know. I just like to jump around. I don't know. But the reason why I asked you to do this with me is because one, you're the one that got me into this game. So so you're guilty of that. And then two,
I accept it.
You're like, I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then second of all, we both have like storytelling backgrounds. For me, it's more amateur, but for you, you're actually like a professional and everything, right?
True that. True that.
It doesn't sound like she wants to promote her books or something.
I would, but there's like so many at this point. I've published over 25 books.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's great. How many years have you been doing it?
I think it's about 6 years now. That's what I want to say. 5, 6, somewhere around there.
Oh wow.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Okay, so anyways, the reason why I had this idea for us to do a tier list in terms of like the character story crest is because of our storytelling background. So I thought we would have input on it. Obviously, everything is subjective. There's no way to be like objective about it, but I thought it'd be fun to at least try a little bit.
Yeah, it should be interesting anyway.
Yeah, and then I think Zhongli is the only one that has 2, so there's only one him here. So I was thinking to use for the second Zhongli quest, we'll just use this abnormal picture of Kazuha right here. So, so that will count as Zhongli Part II, and this Zhongli faces Zhongli Part I.
Okay, so you want to do it. You don't want to do it as one whole story?
No, they're so different from each other.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. And then, okay, so the ones I want to begin with are the ones I'm completely biased. So I'm going to start with those. So then you can be the objective one in this one.
I'll try.
Okay. So this one is my completely biased one in the bad way. And that is Mona. And I think we talked about this before, but I actually don't like Mona as a character. I'm not talking about like her gameplay, her kit, anything. Like as a character, I do not like her. She was actually the very last story quest I did out of the ones I had available to me at the time. And there was a reason I chose her last. I just did not like her character design. I did not like her personality.
Oh no.
And then when I played it, it just made it worse. Like, it just, like, confirmed everything I don't like about the characters. So, if it was up to me, it would go here. But I feel like we need an objective opinion about this.
Okay, I didn't really enjoy her story quest either. And there's nothing about Mona's character that I actually like. But I really don't think she deserves the bottom. I think she did.
Okay.
I don't think it was effectively that bad of a story. It just wasn't my kind of story at
right.
all. But I also didn't think it was that bad. Like,
I feel the good parts. I feel like the good parts were the like Alice crumbs they dropped for us.
Yeah.
That's like the only good part I can think of. But I'm so biased against this character. So you say, oh, I don't know why the D and C switch. Should we hold on?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah,
that's wrong. That is wrong.
I would put her at a C, to be honest. I wouldn't put her higher than a C.
Okay. Well, I would put it here, but I will go here because I'm not objective. So I'm gonna leave that to you.
You just hate her, and I'm just like, I'm indifferent toward her, but I didn't think it was that great. So.
You probably in your head, you're like, there's a couple of worse ones than this one.
Yes, that's yeah.
That's fair.
There was one that I really hated, and I think I already told you about it, but we'll get to that.
Okay, fair. Now I'm gonna be the bias in the opposite direction, which is obviously Eula, because Eula is my absolute favorite character, and nobody's even close in second place. So I got into this game because of Eula. I mean, you got me into the game, but I saw Eula in a Crunchyroll commercial. And that I'm like, dang, this game looks good. This character looks good. I like this whole vengeance thing. And I know that there are better story quests out there, but like for me, if it was just Eula alone, she'd be like up here an S. But she probably is an A, not an S. What do you think?
I would definitely say an A, because I didn't think hers was like stellar, but I did think it was really solid. I enjoyed her whole background, her whole story. Like, I think her character's good, so.
Okay. I'm just curious.
I know a lot of people had a problem with her though, which, you know. Weird.
Like with her or story quest or both?
Like her whole like background and stuff. I don't know. I don't really get what the whole thing was about, because for me, everything she does made a lot of sense, especially how she like protects herself, you know, with this layer of kind of indifference almost. Like you said, the vengeance. She's like, no. But really, she's a big softie, and I love her relationship with Amber. I don't know. She feels solid to me.
Right, and I feel like her story actually gave you a lot of insight into her character, because I feel like if you were just to get her as a character to gacha, you play her, you'd be like, why does she say these things?
Yeah, it would be really confusing if you hadn't played her story.
Exactly.
It's like she's weird.
Oh, also, I think I realized my my webcam or whatever is probably blocking the SABCD. Let me move it over. I think I'm back now. Okay.
Okey-doke.
Okay. Well, how about you repeat that one again? Because that's gonna be edited out. That's gonna be edited out.
No, it wasn't important. I was just, I just like Eula.
Yeah, you told me, because you don't usually like female characters, but you like Eula.
I don't usually like female characters. I don't know. We've talked about, I don't know. Gender is just weird to me. It's all weird. But for some reason, in games like this, it seems like female characters are just, I don't know. I can't relate to them usually.
That's fair. I think the only part of Eula's story I didn't like was the part where I forgot what it was, but I remember there being an obstacle course, and I failed it like 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so bad at that one. I don't know why.
I don't remember. I don't remember having a problem with that.
You probably don't. I'm just really bad at anything that's even similar to Mario. Like the whole jumping and dodging stuff. I am so bad at that. But obviously that's nothing to do with story, but...
Yeah, that has nothing to do with story, but I understand your frustration.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so next time I'm just gonna go in order from how I see them. Oh, okay, Albedo. Okay, do you want to go first?
He has two story quests, essentially, because that event, or does that not count?
But that event is actually not permanent.
No!
I know!
That event was so good!
I know, but it's not permanent, which is
Apparently
insane.
There was another event with Albedo that had a big story quest too that we missed, and I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, aw. I don't like... That's what I don't like about Genshin.
Me too.
I don't like that we miss story because we're newer players.
Exactly. It's very annoying. But now we're talking just in terms of the one that is actually in the game.
Okay, and I can't even remember that one.
Well, let me just move where I think it is. I think it's actually an A. And what happened in it was that we were introduced to him, and then, you know, Sucrose is at the crafting table, and then we had to go meet him in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
And then he was drawing hilichurus.
Yeah.
He was drawing. That's what he was doing. Yeah, and then he was like testing us and stuff to see if we're actually human or not. And it turns out the testing says that we're actually biologically everything like a human, even though technically we're an alien. You remember that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering.
Yeah. And then it ends on a cliffhanger where he was all like, "Oh, I hope you can stop me from destroying Mondstadt," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah. I felt like that was out of left field for me. I don't know. I remember being underwhelmed by that story quest for some reason. Like, I just thought Albedo was a really strange character, and for some reason, I was like not really that into it. Like, I didn't hate it, didn't love it.
Okay, so you're gonna drop it down to a B?
I would actually probably drop it down as far as my enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
But with the event, that's why I wanted to talk about it. I liked him a lot more. Like, that was really interesting, but it's because it also built on that story. And that's why I have a hard time talking about like acts instead of like talking about everything as a whole. Because for me, when things build, it can change if it's better or worse. And so in his case, if I was putting his quest with the event, then I would put him on A.
Yeah.
But if it was just the quest, I'd probably put it on B.
Okay.
But
okay,
that's totally personal preference.
Let me just argue why I think it should be on A. The reason why, I mean, enjoyability, it might not be like as enjoyable, but there was some really good lines in that quest. Like,
Albedo does have good lines.
Yeah, it makes you question what it means to be like human, what it means to like die and grow and all these things. Because I think it was the quest where he had the line about like, you know, like things have to go or die to bloom again or something. And I thought that was a very good line as a writer. That's probably the only reason I would put an A, because there was just excellent writing.
I'm okay with an A. You can leave him on A.
Okay. Oh no. Oh god. It's not even a question. But I want to hear what you think. Not even a question on this one.
You thought it was that good, huh?
Yes, it was that good.
Why?
Okay, how do I put this? I know my sister said that it seems like a date and that she's trying to like woo you. But I didn't get that sense. Maybe I'm wrong. But my sense is that when someone is this out of touch with like friendships and like pretty much everyday normal things with having a friend, when someone's out of touch, when they make their very first friend, they go all out. They simp and they go all out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's exactly what she did. And then, do you remember it though? Like, just double check.
Yeah, I remember it. I think well enough.
Okay.
It didn't leave like a huge impression on me, but I know what you're talking about. I remember.
There's two particular scenes why I felt like this is an S tier. Okay. The dance is without question one of the best scenes in the game. And it's because of the way she danced along with the music, which I think is the best song in the game, in my opinion.
Oh.
and I love that scene. But the reason why I put it as an S is because I felt like the way they dealt with her mother's background, with the whole diary, and it linked up to how she is as a character and how she takes on the position of, you know, who she is, was actually really well written. And I actually didn't feel that strongly towards any characters, really, at least when it comes to just storyline alone, than I do with Ayaka.
Okay.
But you didn't feel the same.
Well, it's just back to the personal thing again, where I was like, Ayaka's kind of weird. Like, like she kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
Oh,
like,
why?
Well, it's just like you said, just being over, like, she's not used to friends and stuff, and just like how hard she tried. I was like, calm down.
Yeah, she tried way too hard, and
and I was just like, stop.
Honestly, if she was a real person, it would have made me really uncomfortable.
Really uncomfortable, yeah. But no. From like a character perspective and stuff, definitely solid.
Okay, so you're not gonna.
The dance actually made me feel awkward too. I was like, what is she doing?
Oh, it made me emotional. Dang,
really?
What is this?
We had totally different experiences.
Yeah. And I remember when the dance was over and she's walking you out of that forest, I actually didn't want the quest to end. I was actually sad that the quest ended, because the way she worded things, it felt like she was telling the traveler, you know, we have this moment in time where it's precious and it feels like an eternity, but it has to end now so then you can move on in your journey. And it made me have this strong feeling of, dang, Ayaka, I wanted to bring you with me, but I can't. And I wish this quest can keep going. I feel really strongly about this quest.
Yeah, you do. I do not feel that strongly.
Yeah, and I feel like from a story point of view, like a story standpoint, it was good too. So.
No, it was good. I didn't really have an issue with that story. Like, yeah, Eula and Ayaka had legit stories.
Yeah.
That were actually good for them and made sense. And honestly, that's why I said Mona needs at least a C, because hers was actually the same. It still fit her and her character and what she's all about. And it was like an actual story. Like, I appreciated them all.
That's
even
fair.
if I didn't like them all the same.
Right. Okay. No, that's very fair. I'm glad both of us can talk about this, because it feels like if it was just one of us, it will be so lopsided in one direction. It sounds like. Okay, so I assume the Diluc one is the one where we did in the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah, the Dark Knight Hero.
The Dark Knight Hero one. That one's really early in the game. It's kind of hard to remember. But
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, huh.
But I actually enjoyed it a lot. The thing is, I'm debating between an A and a B. I won't give it an S, but it's not as C or D.
No, it's not a C or D.
Definitely an A or B, and this is really hard for me, actually.
So did you like Diluc right away?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So me and my little sister, we both didn't like Diluc at the beginning. And it wasn't until he came home for both of us.
Oh, like you actually got him to gotcha.
Yeah, we were like, you know what? Diluc's actually great. And now we like, I don't know, he's just a lot of fun now. I don't know why it took us that long to warm up to him, because now I can look back on his quest and I like it a lot more. And I guess it's just because I like him as a character a lot more.
Okay, so for disclosure, Diluc characters in like almost every video game is a character I would like.
Yeah.
Like without even question. Because from the Tales series, my favorite character is Yui Lowenthal. And one of the reasons why I like him so much is because he has conviction. And in every show, if there is a main character that I enjoy a lot, and it's because they are very convicted. They're like, this is my goal. I'm gonna stand true to my goal, and I'm gonna execute it. And it doesn't matter if like society is against me. It doesn't matter if other people are against me, or like the law says this is not right. I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna go through it. So every time there's a character like that, I love that character. And Diluc is like the epiphany of that.
Yeah, he totally is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess for Diluc, it's the more I learned about him that I finally started to like him more. Because with the Dark Knight hero, honestly, all I could think about was Batman.
I mean,
I was like, oh, so he's Genshin Batman. And for some reason,
pretty much is.
Yeah.
and that's the reason why Batman's like my favorite. So
Batman's my favorite superhero too. So I mean, I it's not that I was like upset about it. I don't know. That was like you said, early days for Genshin, and I still wasn't quite over the cheesiness of Genshin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I had to acclimate to this game.
Right.
And the way it tells stories, because it's not always like. A lot of the time, it's a little cheesy, you know.
No, it is cheesy at points, but I think the cheesiness, you get used to the cheesiness.
You do totally get used to it.
But I don't know. I feel it's as good as Albedo's.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I accept that. Okay. I accept that.
Okay, who's next? Oh, Ganyu. Okay, Ganyu's definitely a B or C. I'm gonna put B for now.
I don't remember her quest at. Oh, okay, wait, no, it's coming back to me.
Do you want me to remind you?
I did not care for it. I did not care for it.
Do you want me to at least remind you?
No, I remember well enough.
Okay.
She's just running around doing her errands. I don't know. Ganyu's another one of those characters I just don't really care about, to be honest.
Okay, here's my opinion why I think it's better than Mona's. It is around the same range as Mona's, so I would say it's like a high C or a B minus. But the reason why I liked it is because, to me, it was like a snow globe of what Asian culture's like, where you're like totally overworked.
Yeah, that's true.
And her whole spiel, if I remember correctly, is that she has to leave her working environment in order to realize that she wants to come back to it. And I think as a working adult, I felt that. I actually felt that, the overworkedness that she has to go through, and then how she has to feel like she felt like she didn't belong with a human society until she was gone and everyone missed her, and they're like, wait, come back. We actually want you to be part of human society. So in a way, I feel like it was slightly more philosophical and more deep than Mona's. So that's the only reason I put it before Mona's. If anything,
I'm not gonna argue.
We're gonna put it here or here. That's what I'm going for. But I think we'll put it here.
Yeah, that works. We can always rearrange if we need to.
Exactly. And then the next one is a Hu Tao. Okay. This one's actually really difficult for me. I'm gonna put it here for now.
Yeah,
because so many people like this character.
I'm one of those people.
You do? You like this character?
Yeah, I like Hu Tao. She's freaking weird, but I don't know. She amuses me.
Okay.
And I liked all of her funeral promotion. I don't know. This quest made me smile.
Oh, okay. So I think we're on the opposite end for this one. I don't like Hu Tao as a character. Both gameplay and her character design is very boring, and I think there's something that rubs me the wrong way, just because she and I are kind of in the same field of work, and we take it very seriously, while she did the opposite, which is good and bad at the same time. It was really how do I put it? It's really hard to detach myself from my actual work with Hu Tao. But I say she at least, I mean, I think her story quest is definitely before Ganyu's, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
because because the parts where it's about like going to the other world and like confronting death and all that stuff and how she makes a joke about it was actually really interesting.
Yeah.
But here's the question: where would you put it? Like, would you put it before Diluc?
I think I actually would put it before Diluc. Yeah.
Okay, you'll put it like right here, right here.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I can agree with that. Because I feel like this is the opposite of what's going on, because you're like, I don't care that much for Ganyu, and then I'm all like, I don't care for much for Xiao, so we can compromise. Because for me, I would put it here, but for you, I'll compromise on this one.
Fair enough.
Oh God, another overworked individual. Oh
man,
this one's difficult.
The ending of this one was very cute.
I agree.
And I thought it was very nice of Kaya. I was like, look. Kaya does have a heart. No, just kidding.
Right. I think
I don't know. He's just always Kaya's always playing around. I don't know. That was an insight to other characters a little bit too, not just Because like with Kaya, I don't know. You never expect him to be serious, but it was actually really nice what he.
Can you remind me why we went into that domain for Jean's story quest? What was like the reasoning behind we did that for like the traveler doing that?
I don't remember.
I remember she was super sick. And yet she still went to the domain with us. And I'm like, girl, you're sick. Why are you going to fight? But it's probably like, oh gosh, I can't remember. But for me personally, I think that's where I will put it. Or in the C tier. But you enjoyed the ending. I enjoyed the ending too.
Yeah, don't put it in the C. At least leave it in B.
Okay, the ending was enough to make up for it. I think the rest of it was okay. But the ending was good.
The rest of it did not... It wasn't that great for me, but the ending I thought was very nice.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, Klee has one for sure. That's the first one I actually played.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, I don't remember what happened.
I don't either. I think she lost stuff. I remember we went to look for her treasure and somebody else dug it up or something.
Yeah.
She's just like hiding bombs because she's chaotic.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I might actually even put it here because of how much we don't remember.
We were like, it wasn't memorable.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry to any Klee fans out there, but we can't remember her story, and it was not memorable. So as a writer, I have to put it here. It's just mandatory at this point. Okay.
Because we're both like, who knows?
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Has to be either here or here.
Oh my gosh!
It's not even debatable. It can't be a B. It has to be S or A. You're like, oh no.
You know, no, it did bring new insight into his character because honestly, I really hated Child for a long time. Yeah. And so in this one, I actually became indifferent. So that means that my opinion changed, even though it didn't make me like him. I no longer hated him. So,
I went from neutral to super like, thanks to the story quest.
So it made both of us like him more.
Yeah.
I just went from hate to, indifference.
I feel like the only reason I won't put into an S is just there was so much fetch quest going on. There was so much.
There was. His little brother. I was like, I don't want to watch your kid brother, dude.
Yeah. Like... I mean, babysitting is not the funnest thing to do in this game.
No.
But the fact that it gave so much insight into his character and that dungeon at the end was amazing. Yes. I love that dungeon.
Yeah. I agree. It was solid. It was very solid.
So story-wise, it made him more likable. I like the letter writing. I like all that. But like, it just like if I have to put like Ayaka and Tartaglia's, I'm all like, no, it's not in the same category for me. So I think his is actually
they're the same category for me. Ayaka's is definitely not better than Child's in my opinion.
Okay. So I guess
as far as the story,
yeah.
So like the fetch quest stuff was annoying, but if we like forget the game aspect, you know, and it's just us babysitting his kid brother, and all the story stuff, I'm like, I think it's pretty darn solid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So are we moving it up, or are we sticking it right here? That's the real question.
It's at the first part of A. We can leave it there for now.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. Okay. This. Hold on. I have to move this up. Back up. Okay. It has to.
That's my favorite. Yep, Venti.
It has to go there.
Venti. Yep.
Okay,
For me, he'd be the top.
But Venti, I don't love Venti as much as you do. However, his story quest was so good.
It was. I need a part 2. Like, I just want more Venti. I was like, that was a great, story of like the past of Mondstadt and also Venti as an Archon and what he'd been through. Like, it was very interesting, and I want more.
Exactly, and to add to everything you just said already, like the fact that he just played along with the whole like, we're gonna get the sword and the shield. I like that. I thought it was a nice break when you're just grinding every day with artifacts, doing all these things. It was a very nice break to have a very uplifting storyline. It was with Stanley, right? Stanley was part of that?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's an S for sure. That was a lot of story in a very short amount of time. And it showed a lot of Venti's character. So, absolute S, no question about it.
Venti is my comfort character.
Aww. Oh, look who it is!
Xiao!
Okay, I don't know if I should go first or you go first. We both pretty much.
First of all, you have to remember that I played this game twice when I started on the PS4 versus moving to the computer. So I played Xiao's quest when it was part of an event, and then I played it again when it was only a quest, and it was a lot better as an event.
Oh, so you say the quest was actually weaker?
The quest just took out all the extra stuff that the event made really nice. Like at the end with the event, you take Xiao to the lantern rite and he watches them, and it's he refuses the whole time very vehemently, but like it was a good ending. It was nice. I don't like that part was taken out. I feel like it was a really nice I don't know, flourish to what is already, the part of the quest. It added more to the story. I actually,
for everyone who's watching this, I actually didn't play Genshin that early on. So I actually wasn't around for the first Lantern Rite. As of the day of this recording, the second Lantern Rite's right around the corner. But no, I personally thought his lore is absolutely my favorite in the entire game. And it's not even close.
It's so good.
His lore is so good. So good.
It's not lore. So the Lantern Rite just added like some fluff mini. You know how it's pretty dark and sad. Like the Lantern Rite gave it a little bit of hope, and it was just precious. It was precious.
Aw, you're right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Xiao.
You're right. The quest, I don't feel was hopeful. It was just
it was just sad.
It was just sad. But I like sad.
Well, I like
writing.
sad too, but still.
That's why I feel like I can't push it down to an A. I can only move it. I can only just move it around. I'm just gonna leave it there. But for all of you who haven't done Xiao's story quest, it is a treat. It's like I'm not talking about like the fetch stuff again, the fetch quest stuff, but like what you learn about his background and how he's related to the whole plot was just. The lore is just absolutely terrific. And you know how at the end usually they have that like animated scenes?
Yeah.
His was amazing. I remember it so vividly. Where it shows with all the yaksha and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So okay. I was confused for a minute because I was thinking of the Lantern Rite and I was like, that's not the scene you're talking about. So yeah, now I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was beautifully animated.
That one's gorgeous.
Yeah, and good storytelling all around. So I'm gonna leave it there. Who's next? Okay, it's Zhongli Part I.
Zhongli Part I, I don't remember caring about. I don't even remember what it was. What was it?
So Zhongli Part I, I think has to do with the salt goddess.
Oh, never mind. I did like that one. I'm just old and I forget things.
Yeah. I actually think it's around like
I think it's an A actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. Like it was really interesting. It was still background with like the Archons and stuff, but it wasn't, I don't know. It didn't feel quite as full as the Venti one.
I think that's where I'm gonna put it.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean there's not much to say. It's just it was good enough. And it showed us a bit more of like Zhongli's character, but
that was interesting.
Yeah, because it delved deeper with the whole contract. Because if you remember, he makes a contract with that lady.
Him and his contracts.
Yeah, he made a contract with the lady and the bandit, and they're like, he's like, okay, we're gonna split 50-50. You're gonna get this item, and you're gonna get this item. And the minute the bandit guy, who was posing as something else, like try to get all the items. He's like, nope, you broke the contract, bye.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, but not like Venti's story quest good. Which I agree. So Kazuo doesn't have one yet, but there is a rumor that he's getting one.
I mean, who doesn't want more Kazuha?
Exactly. So this one we can't rate yet, but one day. Okay. This one goes right here.
Yeah.
And I have to say, for those of you who don't know, Yoimiya is actually my main DPS, and I'm gonna let you know that quest was good, but like, I think the problem with it was it went after the Ayaka quest.
It was not strong at all after that. That is true. You are correct.
Yeah.
Like, after the Ayaka quest, it was just like, why are we doing this?
Her quest was basically, oh, I'm gonna hide this guy, and then I'm gonna like help him escape, and then she's just chatty the entire time, which I appreciated, but like, it wasn't like plot enjoyable for me. Like the writing was just like good, but it was just, it was adorable. That's about it. Like,
she just talks way too much for me. I was like, I don't want to listen anymore.
That's fair. Like, I feel like Yoimiya's character come out so much when, I mean, you don't have her, but I have her. Like,
yeah.
Her personality comes up so much with her voice lines that just playing that story quest really didn't add anything that you wouldn't already know about her. It really didn't. I guess the only thing, I think the only thing it added was that when she watches the fireworks, she goes quiet. That's about the only thing it added.
That was the only thing that was interesting in that quest.
Yeah.
I was like, look, she shut up. That was mean. I don't hate Yoimiya. It maybe sounds like I do, but I don't.
Yoimiya's the best. She's like that lovable female friend in the group that's always looking after everyone else. That's what she feels like to me. Okay.
Part 2, Zhongli.
Oh, right. Part 2 Zhongli first. Okay. Part 2 Zhongli is better than Part 1 Zhongli.
Amen.
It's gonna go right here.
I really enjoyed it.
I feel like it was a bit slow in the beginning.
It was.
But in the second half, it picked up so hard.
Yeah. I was like, oh, more of that juicy Archon history.
Right?
Yes.
Part 2 Zhongli was just so good.
It was good.
I think I might actually put it before.
I'll accept that.
Yeah. It's definitely in the S tier for sure.
Yeah.
There's not much to say. It was just so good. If you haven't played it,
really good.
Play it. Okay, here you go.
No, put it in the D. Yeah, it was so bad. I hated it.
It was so bad. And just as a disclaimer, everyone, like, both of us actually have her as a character. We both got her pulling, and we enjoyed her enough in the actual Archon quest, but that side story quest was just not it.
Yeah, it was like, what? It was pointless. There was nothing. That quest was dumb.
I felt
it was like going on a date with A, and it was not. I didn't want to go on a date with A.
Like, for example, like a lot of these quests comes with an ending that kind of makes you think a bit. Like Ganyu's actually had an ending that made me think about, but A's ending was about a photograph, and I'm like, what the hell?
It was just really weird and shallow, and I don't know where her head was the whole time. I was like, you could tell me all these Archon secrets, and instead, she's like, let's go shopping, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
And eat food and look at books.
Why?
And like sometimes a story can be saved by how good the ending is, but the ending with the photographer like destroyed it instead of saving it.
It was just not good. It was not good.
The crazy part is her lore is actually really good.
Yeah, that's what killed me. In the, like you said, in the Archon quest, like the main storyline, I was like, I'm here for it. Like,
yeah.
I want to hear all of this. Tell me your past. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but
they didn't even include any of her lore in there.
They didn't. It was disappointing.
It is very disappointing. It might be like my least favorite one.
Yeah.
And
I'm with you.
And again, to emphasize, we like her as a character.
Yep.
It's just
that's the part that kills us.
It's just that story is just so bad. Oh no, this one.
That one's a D for me. D.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one goes here.
And this goes again. I don't hate Kokomi as a character. Like, and I pulled her, and I actually really like playing her.
Right.
Her quest was not fun. I didn't really feel like it gave us any insight. She was just like tired the whole time. The only semi-interesting part was when she went to talk to Sarah.
Yeah.
And that was like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. I am a huge Kokomi fan. I actually lost my 50-50. And I felt like a story quest that could have done it justice was to show how she deal with the aftermath with the whole thing, which she did, but in a deeper way.
Yeah, this was just, I don't know.
It was a very shallow way of dealing with everything that happened.
Yeah, and I don't actually feel like we got into her head at all. It was weird, and she, you know how all the characters automatically like the Traveler and whatever, and I was like, but I don't feel like we really know you, and I don't feel like you really know us, so why do you like us? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's weird for me.
I actually really like that you brought up that point. I didn't even think about that, but there's something about like when you do Tartaglia, you're like, oh, I get to know him. When you get to do Jean, you're like, I get to know them. But you do Kokomi's and you're like,
I don't know you.
and it rubs me the wrong way that someone can just vanish like that when people are like actually needing them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get wanting to be alone. Like, I totally get it. But I'm also like, okay, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. It was just not good.
Yeah.
And I had high hopes for it. Because I felt like the Archon quest did her dirty. And I thought her story quest would actually fix it. But
no,
it didn't. It didn't. It's very disappointing.
Poor Kokomi.
Oh gosh, yes.
Itto!
Itto. Oh my god, we both did it already.
His quest was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Actually.
Where do I put this?
I don't think it was an S, but I actually think I'd put it in the A somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my debate.
Yeah, I don't know. But
okay, so
I just gotta say, when we throw beans at him, I felt so bad. Like, I felt really bad. I was like, I'm sorry I threw beans at you.
Yeah, especially because he cried.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
We talked about this off stream, but basically Itto is probably the first character in this game where I felt that maybe it's because of the voice actor, but I felt like he's actually a friend.
He's just like he's just a friendly person, and he actually really comes across as genuinely like friendly. I don't know. I know what you're saying.
I felt like him and Beto are like the only two characters like I feel like, oh, maybe Kaya too.
They talk to you frankly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count because he doesn't talk to you frankly. Everything he says is a lie.
Okay, I take it back. It's because that's the direction you went into. I was gonna go a different direction. That's why I brought him up. I was gonna say those are the only three characters where I felt like I can go to a bar with and have a good time.
Honestly, Venti's the same though.
Oh, that's true.
I know Venti's like, you know, I respect you, but at the same time, he's like, let's go drinking, let's
party.
Like,
I feel like Itto and Beto and Kaya, when you go to a bar, it'll be a lot of fun, and they'll talk to you like because a lot of characters talk to you like you're up here. Like Ayaka's like you're up here, and I'm down here.
Yeah, that's why it was so weird for me. I was like, Ayaka, you don't even know me.
That's fair, but like with Itto, it was kind of like right here, and then even at the end when he found out, oh, you're an important person, he was just like, okay.
He's like, so am I.
He has a great personality.
Yeah,
his story really showed his personality, and his story actually like had some depth to it, like not too much, but enough that I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and I liked hearing about the different Onis. I thought that was a cute story with the red Oni and the blue Oni. I was like, oh.
I like that he didn't give up on the blue Oni.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was good. Nice. So it was good. So I say he goes right there. It's not like S tier though.
I agree.
Okay. Who's left? Okay, you didn't do this one yet.
I did not do that one yet.
Okay. Oh, I think we might be done.
Yeah. Guess we did it.
Oh, we did it. Okay, let's just look back real quick. Is there anything you would change? I think it looks pretty solid, maybe.
You know, for me, Ayaka is not quite that S. I would probably drop her to an A.
Okay. But I feel like whenever we do tier lists like this, like everyone, like the majority of the content goes into A. Like I've seen other tier lists, and most of the stuff goes into A, but I feel like that's how good Genshin is.
Genshin is solid. Like, you know, we have things that we don't like and we talk about it, but we always have more things that we like, so...
Right.
You know, Genshin's doing good.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I agree with this list. Maybe Diluc can go here, but
yeah,
I
would
feel...
be okay with that, but he's also okay in A. I don't... They're one of those.
Yeah. But this looks good. Like, overall, I feel like some characters just drop the ball on when it comes to writing.
Yeah, I wonder how many different teams they have for writing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because they definitely have different feels sometimes. And I know it's different characters and whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean the writing itself, you know?
Yeah. I feel like maybe this is giving them too much of an excuse, but I just want to say that didn't A's story quest come out relatively early in the whole Inazuma patch?
I think it was pretty, yeah, it was pretty darn quick. Like, it didn't take long.
I felt like that's probably the reason why it wasn't as good, just because they had to work so much on the actual Archon quest and then they just threw this in. While I feel like Itto, the patch before Itto was the whole like Eula and Albedo run, right? So basically, I'm pretty sure the Eula and Albedo is an event storyline writing, so then it's another team that did that event storyline writing, and then another team was been working on Itto's entire time.
Yeah.
And that's why his is more fleshed out.
It's possible.
It's possible. But this is where we concluded with. So, if you guys disagree, you know, just comment below. Or if you agree, also comment below. I like being, what's the word? What's the word? Verified? That's not the word. What's the word?
Validated?
Yes, there you go. I like being validated. We like being validated. So let us know if you also agree. But I think this is where we're gonna end up with. You know, like Genshin has so much content coming out in the future. Way more characters are gonna come out. We know Kazuha is probably gonna get a story quest. So we'll probably do it again.
Yes.
In the future.
We could definitely do it again.
Yeah. And then
when I finish the Archon quest, we could maybe talk about the main storyline or something sometime too.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah, no, let's definitely do that. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. You know, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time.